Cyclone Biparjoy is now heading to Rajasthan. But for a sense of the relief ops on the ground in Gujarat and the preparations in Rajasthan and clarity on the forecast, experts join us on the broadcast currently. We've got Air Vice Marshal GP Sharma, the President of Climate Change at Skymet, and Navin Kumar Bhatnagar, former DIG of the NDRF, joining us live. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for making time for us. AVM GP Sharma, I'd just like to begin with you. Now, in comparison to what Gujarat is just witnessing and has witnessed yesterday, what kind of impact are you expecting in Rajasthan? Are we looking at widespread power outages in Rajasthan as well?
Yeah, firstly, this storm has been, I will say, an outlier. Many things are different from other storms that happened. Firstly, it has been a very, very slow-moving storm. That's how it took so long to reach the coast, and also excessively a long period for making a landfall, completing a landfall rather. Okay, past midnight it went on, even till beyond 2 o'clock or so. And another feature, very striking feature, which I noticed with this storm is it has not withered still. After almost about 6 hours now, since the landfall is also complete, normally the storms, they weaken very, very quickly. It has not happened. I still find all the features are intact, whether it's a circular mass, feeder band, so very, very, very unusual actually. Okay, but then what you asked at Rajasthan, it is going to spend some time even over Kutch. I think another 6 hours or so. It's still not moving very fast. Okay, and in between, possibly the center may roll over even to, since Indo-Pak border is very, very close and undulating terrain is there, undulating border. Center may enter even Pakistan region also, and once again come back to Rajasthan region. Now, the winds are still strong, very strong. It's a cyclonic storm, winds to the tune of about 80-85 kilometers. As it is moving northeastward, that means it is not distancing rapidly from the water body, that is Arabian Sea. So it will keep feeding and it will keep retaining its intensity for a little more time. Weakening will be a slow process. Yes, by late evening or so, we can expect it to possibly reach outskirts of state of Rajasthan. And since it is retaining its intensity, we should be prepared for heavy to very heavy rainfall. You see, even if depression is there, deep depression, but they are very, very significant systems. Okay, though wind speeds, they drop in association with that, but the spread of rainfall, that remains equally as it is along with a storm. So there is no question of dropping any guard as such, even when the system reaches Rajasthan, which is expected late in the evening or so. But then you can expect heavy to very heavy rainfall, starting with South Rajasthan and gradually traveling even to the western parts of Rajasthan. That's certainly.
Right, a word of warning there from the Air Vice Marshal, who says that we cannot afford to let our guard down, I beg your pardon. And he says this cyclone is an outlier, but the storm has not weakened since the winds are really strong. Navin Kumar Bhatnagar, just yesterday we were talking about the fragility of the civil system. You mentioned it tends to be a bit brittle. What do you think of the way Gujarat and the forces on the ground handle the situation and the aftermath of the cyclone, even as we speak currently?
Actually, we have achieved the target. So there is a minimum loss of this thing, and the property was definitely damaged like anything. But the speed of this rain and storm became down, and it is twisted towards the Rajasthan and other area. So necessary instructions have been given to the Rajasthan government through IMD and other departments also. They are taking care about it, and adequate measures are taken by the state government as well as and our people also there. So we hope that there will be some loss of this thing. Otherwise, property will definitely be somehow in dangerous condition. But it's a great achievement for the forces as well as the ministers also, especially the PMO. A good governance, good control, good system shows that if everybody, the higher and lower, and everybody takes interest, so definitely we can achieve the target. And we have achieved
Right.
Gujarat and Maharashtra and other areas. But now the Rajasthan is a challenge. and the heavy rain and this storm air pressure will be there, and definitely somehow we should take care about it, and we should emphasize that people should not go out from their houses, and they should keep the medicines, water, and other necessary things in their houses. And if there is any help, helpline is there. Their numbers have been given to people, and they can call the people, and they can get the help. But anyhow, it's a good sign, and shows that our forces are competent, especially the NDRF.
Yes.
We are confident about it, and we can beat out any challenge. See, is it bigger? Really, I was shocked that really it is a wonderful achievement. It's a good work done by the central government, state government, and police. So definitely we will achieve the good result from the Rajasthan also.
Right, let's bring in Air Vice Marshal GP Sharma at this point to focus more on Rajasthan's forecast and what they should be geared for. Sir, you mentioned extremely heavy rainfall is likely in Rajasthan today as well as tomorrow. Currently, there's also a warning about extensive infrastructural damage in Rajasthan as well.
See, the damaging potential of any weather system, it comes with a combination of winds and heavy rains. More with the winds. And of course, heavy rains will be there, but as we know, the wind speeds has dropped now. We even at the time of crossing, it was about 120 to 230 kilometers or so. Now it has come down to 80, 85. By the time it moves to Rajasthan, obviously it will get depleted of moisture. That's the main energy. So winds will drop down further. So the damaging potential actually it reduces. It reduces significantly. While the winds are high, it rises exponentially, and it reduces similarly when the winds they die down. But once again, I say, no question of lowering guard even for the next about 24 hours. As far as even Rajasthan is concerned, that area is once again different. It's an arid area where the cyclone is going to go. That area is not used to this much of a heavy rainfall. The landscape is such, the nature of the soil is such. So it is difficult to accommodate these heavy rains, which gives rise to a lot of flooding, inundation, and that is the problem. Okay, which will that area. And along with winds will be some 70, 75 kilometers, not very light. Okay, we will not take it lightly. Okay.
But any other adjoining states expected to feel the impact of the cyclone? Any unusual weather expected elsewhere?
Not in the next 24 hours.
Right.
Cutting across Rajasthan, right from south to north, diagonally it will move and reach in the proximity of northern parts of Madhya Pradesh and Delhi region for that matter. Weakening all the way. But then there's some rains, good rains can be expected, even Delhi also, and then adjoining parts of West UP and northern parts of Madhya Pradesh. But that's tomorrow. Okay.
Right. Thank you so much for that warning and heads up for tomorrow. But Mr. Bhatnagar, in comparison to other storms that we witnessed in the Arabian Sea, how do you perceive this cyclone that stayed at sea for nearly 10 days and took much longer than usual, almost 6 hours to make a landfall? Did that make things tougher for the forces on the ground, the unpredictability?
Yeah, definitely. Our forces are taking care about it. I think something, yeah. So our forces are taking care about it, and necessary directives has been issued to the state governments, especially Rajasthan and other. So, and our people are also moving towards that area. But to me, that it is in 2 or 3 days, it will be okay, and need not to worry or need not to be panic. But only the instructions should be followed strictly, as given by the state authorities, as well as the NTMA, as well as the SDMA. And we are having regular touch with the IMD, and we are keeping watch over these situations. And I think a good result will come from Rajasthan also. The miracle, you can say, in Rajasthan, because the drought area is there, so they are getting the huge for them. So I think they should not worry. They should take care of it for their life, and but it's a good sign that they will get the sweet water and all these things. It's a Ashirwad from God. So, but the repression of this wind, speed of wind, they should take care only. Otherwise, need not to. Is a good sign, good thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So after a trail of destruction in Gujarat, now the cyclone Biparjoy is heading to Rajasthan. Do follow all protocols and stay safe. Thank you so much, Air Vice Marshal GP Sharma, as always, for joining us on the broadcast.